Aires. What can you expect here? So compare it a little bit like Madrid. That's what the people in Buenos Aires say. If they want to feel like home and they want to travel, they go to Madrid. And beside that, you can see many bars, old buildings, you can see really nice parks, something which I think is really interesting because I saw so many parks in the middle of nowhere. And I'm not talking only about calisthenics parks, which I really love to see because there are many, but also there's a lot of green in the city itself. And surprisingly, like, trees are growing everywhere. And why is it surprisingly for me? Because not in every city they have a lot of green. That's something I really like about Buenos Aires. But beside that, I prefer more nature with less buildings. So, for example, if I walked into a park where you hear the buses and the cars far away, it felt a bit like noise cancelling, and this was nice. And this made me think about it again, like, I need more nature and less buildings. So hop on my adventure and see some surprisingly beautiful things in Buenos Aires. So since the evening is starting here, I'm not gonna record on the streets here. It's not safe enough. And that's why I'm just doing it in this place, in this apartment. I just wanted to share that I'm gonna do a workout, a calisthenics workout. I'm gonna follow a lesson. It's been like forever that I took lessons for calisthenics, but we're gonna train for 2.5 hours. And I have no idea what he's gonna do with 2.5 hours. And sometimes it even lasts 3. So I am curious. The most curious I am is how he is gonna create the training. So how is he gonna do like the skills, how he's gonna do the different levels, everything. Like, yeah, for me it's a lesson in a lesson. So yesterday I broke the bar with my first muscle up. Oops. The trainer still likes me anyway, but next to that I had a nice training. It was a bit different. What I've learned is that I could do a bit more conditioning work in another way of training my skills, and I helped him a little bit with the people for the handstands, for example, and yeah, so we helped out each other a little bit, but I wanted to share that Buenos Aires is a city for calisthenics athletes. There's so many parks everywhere. It's so awesome. You can find them everywhere. So I'm doing something new today, which is showing what I'm eating for you. So basically, to eat healthier, skip about eating out for dinner. Just make your own food. it's easier to choose whatever you like. So for example, I always want protein in my meals and enough protein, so I buy my chicken, for example. And if you want to have enough fibers, you need your veggies. And if you want to add fats, you can use, for example, nuts, you can use avocado. So in this way you can easier maintain the shape you want. If you go out for dinner, you don't always have the right choice for your goals. So what I'm going to make today is noodles with the veggies, and one of the main things you need to have is a kitchen, of course, which a lot of hostels and apartments do have, but also I'm always taking herbs with me. I buy herbs somewhere, I put them in a box and I bring them everywhere I go. It's not much space in your bag and it is perfect for creating good meals. You don't need all this sauce that is already prepared. No, you just sometimes need water and a lot of herbs and you are there already. So yesterday I've been going out and I've been to this club called Uptown, which I would say it's a nice thing to visit here. You have to wait in line since it's kind of a tourist attraction, but like, look at this, the entrance is insane. Then when you come in, it looks really nice, all the drinks are there with the lights, and like the ambience is really nice. The music was, maybe I was unlucky, but the music was not totally my style. And I'm curious, what do you think my music style is? If you know me, then don't comment because people will read it and then they know anyway. Just give me a high five if you already know. And yeah, one of the lessons came back again. Less sleep is less productive, you have less strength. That's what I'm feeling now. I wanted to do some exercises, but my motivation is not there, but consistency is key, so I just do some exercises and tomorrow I'm gonna hit a real workout for sure again. And then Tigre, 1 hour by train from the center of Buenos Aires. And I must say I was not enjoying it that much as I would think about. Maybe one of the reasons was because they said there will be an English speaker explaining about everything what you're gonna see. Ended up that it was just a speaker that was speaking in Spanish and English, and also the motor of the boat was a bit too loud to hear properly what the speakers were saying about this place. So yeah, maybe that was not why I'm so really excited. After the boat tour, I went to Puerto de Frutos, which was nearby, and that had some, I would say local markets kind of style. And I really like markets, so I went through all of the marketplaces. And you can really chill there when you want to go for a lunch or for a dinner, which I didn't do because I went to the Colón theater after. I wanted to share you a quick lifestyle tip. The first one, if you see the sun and you know that you're gonna be a lot inside that day, make sure to be at least for 20 minutes in the sun. It gives you so many boosts in your system. So I would recommend you that as first. But a second one, always have some fruits and some proteins in your house. So right now I did not want to put a lot of effort into making food. I had tuna in the fridge, so I made some tuna with mango and I'm mixing it, and it is that easy. So I got my protein, I got some carbs since I'm gonna go train later today. So these things in a combination, easily done, and perfect nutrition. If you want to add some fats as well, you could think about nuts, for example. It does not have to be that hard to improve your lifestyle. If you're struggling with that, let me know in the comments or simply write me a DM on Instagram. And as an extra, if you have a lot of stress, try to make a combination of carbs with fats. So try to avoid to only eat the carbs, add fats, so it will stimulate to have like a more steady blood sugar level. So currently I'm walking through the first public cemetery of Buenos Aires. It feels a bit like you're walking down the street with buildings actually. And it is so impressive to see how big these graves are. It's so big. In this cemetery there are over 6,000 people are in these graves. Yeah. Every meter you're walking here, you experience it will stop, but they're coming more and more and more graves. It's so big out here. Not every grave is well maintained, and I think it's a bit weird. Of course, maybe the family is not paying, but we are paying to enter this cemetery. But anyway, some of them are really bad, in a bad condition. Finishing in a cemetery doesn't sound good, of course not. But why am I finishing it this way anyway? I think this is the most impressive thing in Buenos Aires. And beside that, it's really touristic. When I was there, it was not really busy at all. Of course, a lot of people will visit it, but it's so beautiful to see. And now it's time for the next adventure. I'm leaving the city Buenos Aires for Bariloche, and there I ended up unexpected in the snow. So if you want to see this, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification button.